Now, you frequently talk about in your lectures, etc., about the attitude of optimism. My first question is going to be, how can a business leader really create this corporate culture to have that? And then my second question is going to be, does it really help a company produce tangible results?
So culture and tangible results.
And tangible results.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Well, with the culture, if there's a weekly meeting and it doesn't seem to have much life, reevaluate it. I teach people all kinds of improv games to do. If we have a client who's bringing up a great deal of conflict, rename the client. What are some of the fun, characters we have out there in the comedy world? We can rename the client Jerry Seinfeld for fun inside when we're referring to it. And we do that in a way to create momentum so that when we're talking about it, we're not drained, but we're looking at it from a new vantage point. And oftentimes, somebody who is served by others is unaware of what may be needed because the people who are working for them don't know there's a space to enter. So start meetings at a different time. Have somebody in your firm who has never led the meeting before lead the meeting with a game, or ask them what they love that they haven't brought to work yet. Do you play guitar? Great. Where'd you play? Do you want to play for us for 5 minutes or 3 minutes before we open up our meeting? It sounds silly, but it's a way of truly saying yes to the space that this is a space where I've invested in you, who works for me. You are something I'm investing in. I want to hear back from you. And then it opens up the conversation for employees to feel safe.
And greater engagement.
Yes. And the tangible result is they're greater advocates for you. They become much better advocates for the work that you're doing and better storytellers about the company to prospective clients and customers and to present clients and customers. We want to invest in the people, reinvest in the people we've invested in over and over again with great consistency. There's this trend to say, we're going to hire a speaker, we're all going to go away, and I'm going to spend a lot of money on you, and we're going to go to this great hotel once a year for 3 days, and then we're going to go back to work and go back the way it always has been. One of the things I've enjoyed most is getting invited into the environment where people work and seeing where that type of agileness, that type of flexibility could be created in the people right there in their workspace, where they'll learn how to become unstuck. They'll learn how to work through conflict, and they'll learn how to increase the number of scenes they have by merely being attentive to their yes words.
Anyone that would think this through would imagine that certainly such an environment would produce a greater tangible result, a greater financial benefit, etc. But is there any particular data to support that, or again, common sense would dictate that if people are frustrated and they're grinding, then naturally things are going to go slower. But is there any way of for a business to say, you know what, I finally get it, and I realize we will improve our financial numbers if the corporate culture just improves?
Yes. Alan Alda started the Communications School for Science at Stony Brook University. And I may have messed up the exact name of the place, but at Stony Brook University, Alan Alda found a place to do something that, to fix something he knew was wrong. He found out that scientists were uncovering wonderful things, and they were unable to get funding for their research to take it further. And he said, if these people became better communicators about their work, they would attract greater funding. And the Alan Alda Center for Communications at Stony Brook University has been doing that, I think, for almost 10 years. And he has proven
I love it.
At Stony Brook that this works. He has proven. So someone out there is doing this with scientists. They are better able to convey to the general public, and most importantly, to funders, to raise money, to tell the story of their science so they can get invested in to take their work further. I can't think of anything better than making us all better storytellers in every space we enter so that we can increase the amount of... So if someone is going to write a check to a scientist, they need to have established some trust in their
Right.
message.
Right.
And that's what improv does. It releases the storyteller in you where you're set free, and then you can have a conversation and develop a relationship with somebody in every space you enter, whether you're raising money for a corporate entity, whether you're raising money for a nonprofit or a politician, whether you're building your business. So it has been proven, and it's exciting to talk about.
I love the honor of interviewing C-level executives and sharing their great advice and perspective on Mind Your Business. I'd love to get your feedback. Post it in the comments below and subscribe. You'll never miss an edition of Mind Your Business.